Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Jones, the ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Brock Green.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019. Former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. Threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 13 carries, 62 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Derek just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On play action, Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Quick slant to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Derrick Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. McCain, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Titans' 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McCain escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCain flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and...
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Henry, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. From the gun, McCain gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off play action. McCain. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw on second down. McCain. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of
12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tackle made at the 30.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
Haskins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
17 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. This one caught by Davis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Haskins back to the air. That is caught inside the 5. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
So far, just the single catch.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. Inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's another Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the bootleg. McCain. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards. So he's, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right?
With the score.
Let's resume play.
Titans 10.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now Haskins on first down. Over the middle to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is going to be Packer football.
Complete.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable.
After reviewing the play, the line on the
Second and short now following the fumble. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, McCain, and he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
illegal touching. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On second down, here's Haskins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
A 10-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They get rid of it and find an open target.
The Packer offense here on first down. They'll roll him out.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought it made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. A little pressure on this snap. Started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Haskins.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On first down, it's Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He will find Davis. That's complete.
Complete to Corey Davis.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Haskins. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, and I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Haskins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Running from the gun with Henry. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind.